regions right now. All right. And then we need to, and we're going to compare p-value to alpha, right? So we're going to do p hat minus p divided by the square root of p cubed divided by n. That's correct, isn't it? Yeah. All right, so how do I find p hat? Right, which is 0.845. So 0.845 minus 0.86, they're pretty close. Can you already see that they're pretty close, yeah?
Yeah.
They got like 84.5%, then they were guessing it was 86. Divided by 0.86 times 0.14 divided by 1,000. I got negative 1.37. But this time we have to look up the area associated with that. So we're going to look on page A16. Negative 1.37. You guys get 0.0853? Okay, do you remember what you have to do with it though if it's two-tailed? Multiply by 2, because that's one tail so far. I got 0.1706. That's my p-value. All right, so how does p compare to alpha? Remember, alpha is 0.1. The p-value is 0.1706. Which one's bigger?
0.1706.
Right, and if p is bigger, do you remember if we accept or reject?
No, I don't.
You can kind of think about it this way. Look up. There's 10% in here, right? So it didn't fall within those shaded zones. It fell like in here, right? Which was bigger than 10%. So if p is bigger than alpha, then we accept the null.
Reject.
Well, in this case, we accept the claim because the null is the claim. I'm going to write that at the top again, just so that you remember. If p is bigger than alpha, accept the claim, or accept the null. If p is smaller than alpha, reject the null. Now actually, if you're thinking about things that save you time, this is the one that saves you the most time, is using p-values with the calculator. So let's see how fast we can do this one. Am I going too fast for you guys right now? Okay. All right. I want to give somebody a prize today, so does somebody want to be my guinea pig and go through this whole thing with me? Tell me everything I need to know? Mitch will do it. Anybody else?
Sure.
Megan, Krista, Caitlin, no thank you? Krista would, Caitlin, no. Okay. All right, Mitchell's 1, Megan's 2, Krista's 3, with a strong I guess. Megan. All right, Megan, can you tell me the H sub O and the H sub A? They claim that 30% have not purchased a brand.
So that would be P is equal to 30%.
Sure. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it makes you think it'd be not equal to, but they're actually saying that it is equal to 30% if you haven't done this, right?
Yeah, and then the other one is not equal to.
Now, this is where it becomes really important when these questions get kind of tricky with their wording to make sure that you say your final statement at the end, where you say, I agree with that 30% did not do this. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay?
And then you need, yeah, so that's your claim.
Okay, now we're using p-values in the calculator, which you've never done before, so we're gonna have to do it nice and slow. Alpha equals 0.05. Can you tell me like all the data points that we have? What's p and q?
P is 30, Q is 70.
Okay. We don't have a p hat. We must have an x and an n. What's x and n?
N is 250.
Mm-hmm.
X is 90.
Yes. All right, so let's do this using our calculator. We don't even have to draw a picture this time. So stat tests, number 5. All right, tell me what to write. Peaceable. That was our claim.
That's peaceable is 0.3.
Yes, which mine already was.
Okay. And then the next one is 0.7.
Nope, the next
wait,
one's
no,
x.
X is 90.
Yep. And then n is
250.
yes. Okay, which one should we pick? Not equals to, less than, greater than.
On not equals to.
Correct. All right, now we're going to go to draw. Okay, so what do we care about on the bottom, Megan? Do we care about the z-score this time or the p-value?
Z-score? P-value.
Yeah, we're doing p-values this
Okay.
time, right, with calculators?
Yeah.
So it says that our p-value is 0.0384. All right, so we got p, we got alpha. P is 0.0384. Alpha was what, 0.10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know why I wrote 0.05 up here. That was wrong. All right, so which one's bigger?
Alpha.
Alpha. All right, so what does that mean?
Reject the null.
Good, we're going to reject the null. What does that mean about our claim?
Rejected.
Right, so we reject the claim that what?
That 30% of U.S. adults have not purchased a certain brand because they found advertisements distasteful.
Right, 30% of U.S. adults